Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out Gala's chart and see what is going on. And I am going to do a complete Elliott Wave count for this whole move on the downside. And in my opinion, there's a good chance we are having in this region an ABC zigzag, which is looking like this. 5 wave down into wave A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correction for wave B, maybe ABC, maybe WXY, it's not really that important. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down into C, and also inside of wave 1, 3, and 5, we must also be able to find 5 waves on the downside. Let's change the colors to maybe orange, and this is another 5 into 3 and another 1 into 1. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have different possibilities. Let's say an ABC into wave 2 and a WXY into wave 4. And if we can find this 5 wave down with complete subwaves into our C leg, we are able to say maybe the bottom in Gala is in. Understood? Okay, now let's summon more in here and start counting some waves. So I want to argue in Gala, this is a 5 wave down into a wave 1, followed by that correction for wave 2 to about here or here is not really that important. And then we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into wave 3, correction for 4, and this might be our final 5 wave on the downside into wave 5. After it, I believe this is a correction structure, or probably I would say a zigzag, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in form of an expanding leading diagonal into an A leg, and then ABC down into B, and another 5 wave on the upside into our C leg. Now, this is the interesting part, and we need to zoom in more and start counting some waves from this point actually, because I think we can say this is a 1, this is a 2, wave 3, corrective movement for wave 4 to about potentially this point, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into wave 5. Now, this white 5 wave down, it's probably going to be into a larger degree wave 3, and then we're going to have corrective movement for 4, and followed by that another move down into wave 5, and even this one on a higher degree, it's probably going to be into a larger degree wave 3, correction for 4, another move down into wave 5, and at that point we are going to be able to say it with quite a bit of confidence actually, that in Gala we have completed the subwaves for, you know it, an A, B, C zigzag, and the bottom is it. So for now, it seems like that our move down in Gala may not be over yet. Sure, there are some ways to find complete subwaves to about the lowest low, but I don't really want to jump into that kind of bullish conclusion at the moment. If I see a very strong move down in form of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order to get out of this area ASAP, okay, fair enough. At that point, I can consider the bullish possibility. But for now, since I'm not seeing that, I'm going to argue there are probably some more room on the downside in Gala. And what's the target for this thing going to be? I'm gonna say probably in this move down, we are going to take the lowest low down here about 1.3 cents. But this is the key, and we talked about this subject in the previous video. I don't really expect Gala after taking this low to go a whole lot lower, and I'm expecting after taking this low in Gala to see a very strong bounce back and start the next phase of the bull run. What is that? We talked about this before. You see, this is an ABC down, and for our B leg, we had quite a deep retrace, and I think this was a retrace to about the 78% of the Fibonacci retracement level, which can be considered as a deep retrace. And to me, this means that bears actually do not really have that much power, because if they were in full control, they wouldn't have allowed this retrace to be this deep. And for example, from here, you would have seen a very strong move down, but this definitely did not happen. That's why I want to say, because in this phase, bears were not that strong, odds are that they are also going to fail to pull the price all the way back down to these levels, and we are probably going to take the lowest low. So far, that's okay, but we are not going to go a whole lot lower, and then I'm expecting a very strong move up. So for now, I would like to argue in Gala, we may see some more moves on the downside, but again, like we said it before in the previous update, those moves for me, and again, this is just my personal opinion, are considered a decent buying opportunity. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Gala's chart. And until the next update, have a wonderful time. Goodbye.